The Indian Air Force is leaving no stone unturned to support our soldiers in the Eastern Ladakh region. And it's not limited to the fighter jets that have been doing regular sorties in the skies of Ladakh. Another aspect that underlines the preparedness of the Indian Air Force is the logistical support that the big birds provide.
This is Hercules, and there is the Globemaster. Along with Hercules, Globemaster plays a crucial role not only for Indian Army but also for Indian Air Force. Winters are approaching, and that is why we need to provide all the logistics to the forces. Remember the situation that has been made by the enemy at the borders, and so we have to be prepared for any eventuality.
They are capable of ferrying crucial equipment and manpower required to the forward areas. The huge task of supplying the logistics lies on the broad wings of these aircraft. Army and Air Force are working in tandem to ensure that the borders are safe and secure in each and every aspect.
The Fire and Fury Corps is the only formation of the Indian Army which is entirely deployed in high altitude areas north of the Great Himalayan Range. We pride ourselves as being the prima donna for war fighting in high altitude area. Logistic air operations at Leh also epitomize the jointness between the Army and the Air Force. The Indian Air Force plays a pivotal role here and has tremendously assisted in the speedy induction of troops over the past few months. Leh Airfield acts as a lifeline for the entire force deployed in Eastern Ladakh, wherein the drills for supply chain management have been optimized and a well-oiled machinery exists here to handle both transients and loads. This joint capability between the Army and the Air Force is more than adequate to sustain the forces which have built up in recent times. In addition, there is tremendous scope to incorporate the civil resources into the operational logistics chain should there be a requirement.
Both the forces are working together to keep up the supply in the high altitude region. The situation in Eastern Ladakh entails that the forces are kept well nourished and the supplies do not run out of ammunition and food. Apart from supplies of arms and ammunition, supply of dry and ready-to-use rations to meet the nutritional and medical needs of our men in uniform is also being offered.
The C-17 heavy lift strategic aircraft and the Chinook helicopters that you have seen this morning are a symbol of jointmanship between the services. These assets have been extensively utilized for movement of heavy military equipment and logistics load across the length and breadth of our country. The synergy between the Indian Army and the Indian Air Force is exemplified by the quick mobility of men and material in these mountainous terrain and the follow-up with the commodities, essential commodities and food supplies for the sustenance of the soldiers in forward areas. These C-17 aircraft have a large number of personnel that they can carry over large distances, and they are also movements that can be captured and cleared in forward areas in quick time. What I would like to add today is that we have a large number of organizations and processes in place wherein such joint heli-lift and transport lift capability are carrying on very efficiently and effectively.
Every soldier who comes here in Ladakh and who's deployed in the advanced areas are divided into two categories. The first category, you get these special clothing, and special clothing along with 21 items. This is TLSS trouser, which is 3-layered. It is white in color and provides the much required camouflage in the snow. And this is the TLSS 2-layer, and it provides the much needed heat when the soldier is moving in the mountains. There you see all these equipments, they've been put on display here, and they are all waterproof. This is the bag waterproof, the sleeping bag, and the rucksack. Now I will also take you to other equipments. Now these are the special equipments that you require in snow while mountaineering and also climbing to great heights. These are the trugger shoes, the ice axle and shovel, the oxygen cylinder, ladder ice wall, and all these have been put on display. And there you have the men in uniform. They have special clothing and special clothing required for different heights and different color. The green depending on the topography and the white depending on the snow.
Of nutritious and ready-to-use rations, especially required during the winters in the high altitude to maintain physical fitness of our forces, including man and animal.
आपने देखा ये आपके सामने स्पेशल क्लोथिंग एंड माउंटेनियरिंग इक्विपमेंट का डिस्प्ले किया गया है। स्पेशल क्लोथिंग एंड माउंटेनियरिंग इक्विपमेंट को दो भागों में बांटा गया है। कैटेगरी 1 में पर्सनल क्लोथिंग 21 आइटम जो हर जवान को इशू किए जाते हैं। आज की डेट में जो भी जवान आगे डिप्लॉयड हैं, हर एक को स्पेशल क्लोथिंग दिया जा चुका है।
Important part of repair is making the spares and components and assemblies available to the repair technicians on time. The technical stores group has the responsibility of making everything from a firing pin to the engine assembly of a tank to these technicians.
I'm here at the aviation base of Indian Army, and there you can see this is the ALH, the Advanced Light Helicopter, which is Mark 3 equipped. This is used for evacuating the casualties and for the immediate treatment that the person requires. Because of high altitude, there are different problems. This helicopter can carry 4 casualties at a time, and this is what is required here: immediate treatment, immediate evacuation. With cameraman Rajesh Ricky in Ladakh, this is Vishal Baristo, DD India.